Preparing for Scrum Master interview questions can really get you overwhelming, especially when the questions move from theory to real-world scenarios. Hello everyone, welcome to Star Agile YouTube channel. In this video, we are focusing on scenario-based questions, that kind which tests your practical knowledge and problem-solving skills. These questions dig deeper and challenge how you apply Scrum principles in dynamic and real-life situations. And if you haven't watched our previous video, which is theory-based Scrum Master interview questions, do check it out. It is packed with tips to build your knowledge on the fundamentals. So now, let's dive right into the technical side and get you interview ready. Let's move on to the questions now. First question. What is the difference between MMP and MVP? So, MVP and MMP. MVP stands for Minimum Viable Product and MMP stands for Minimum Marketable Product. What is MVP then? It is that product with only basic features released to the market to get the feedback from the customers. Minimum Marketable Product is a fully functional software ready for monetization. It is ready to be released into the market with a basic essential features so that the customers need not wait for the product with all the functionalities to be developed in it. They can start using as soon as possible. Let's move on to the second question. How do you follow up on action items? Action items are the outcomes of retrospectives. We all know it. Each person deals with action items and its follow-ups differently. Listing up of the action items, associating the owners to those action items, marking up all the progress of those action items. If you newly identify any item, associate all those things into the action items. This is how we follow up the action items. Moving on to the third question. How do you coordinate between multiple teams as a Scrum Master? Let's see what are the steps we can take to coordinate between multiple teams. We have to define a common goal for all the teams. Then comes the communication. We need to establish a communication channel between teams. Then comes the collaboration tools like Jira, where we can see all the tasks and track them. Then comes managing dependencies. If there are any cross-team dependencies, we have to deal with it. And then prioritize the needs. See which need or which task to be done on priority and which can take up later. After prioritizing the tasks, we need to delegate them. Distribute among the people who can work on it or the teams who can take it up. Then comes standardizing the processes, standardizing the workflows or the metrics across all the teams. Then comes managing the expectations and also attending the meetings. Attending meetings like Scrum of Scrums, Community of Practice or any other meeting scheduled for the follow-up. Moving on to the fourth question. How do you handle conflict within the team? This is one of the most important questions of Scrum Master interview. Resolving conflicts is a key responsibility of a Scrum Master. So, as a Scrum Master, you have to be friendly with your team so that they can open up about any disagreements they have within the team. Have one-on-one within the team members and also put forth that problem in front of the team in such a way that they're open for any suggestions or feedbacks to resolve the conflicts. Moving on to the next question. How do you deal with a difficult stakeholder? There are multiple strategies to deal with difficult stakeholders. Some of them are prioritize the stakeholders, set clear expectations, constant communication, be kind, empathetic and diplomatic. Understand their needs and listen to them very carefully. Address the root cause. Negotiate and find the common ground. Don't take things personally. Elaborate each of these points according to your experience to enhance the answer better. Moving on to the next question. What is scope creep? How do you manage it? The scope creep. The subtle deviation in the requirement of the project in the middle of the sprint, which hinders the progress, is called scope creep. How do you handle it? There are some of the strategies. Some of the strategies include identify the scope creep, communicating the changes, deciding on next steps, create a change management process, getting the scope approval, defining the sprint goal, identifying the process gaps, and then outlining iteration priorities. Let's move on to the next question. Why aren't the user stories man-hours estimated? To tackle this question, Highlight the disadvantages of estimating a user story in man-hours. What is the disadvantage? Based on the developer's experience, the time taken to complete the user story might differ. So, highlight the advantages of estimating the user story in points. What are the advantages? Let's look into it. Advantages are improved planning and prioritization, better capacity planning, increased adaptability, team velocity calculation, better predictability and delivery, facilitation of the team collaboration and communication, tracking of velocity and iteration performance. Moving on to the next question. How many Scrum teams have you handled at a single time as a Scrum Master? To answer this question, kindly do not answer traditionally like one Scrum Master has to handle one team, or don't give any imaginary number like 10 teams per Scrum Master. Be very practical and explain your experience as a Scrum Master handling multiple teams and how effectively you managed it. Moving on to the next question. What do you know about impediments in Scrum? And also mention some of the possible impediments. Impediments are those obstacles faced by the Scrum team which slows down the overall progress of the work. So, some of the examples are technical, business problems, difficult stakeholders, resistance to change, and also scope creep, some resource unavailability, lack of skills, etc. As a follow-up, you might be asked another question: how to tackle those impediments. You need to get prepared for that. Moving on to the next question. Mention some of the scenarios where Scrum is not suggested. Not every story with the Scrum is a success story. Scrum can fail too. Some of the scenarios are like when the organization is not willing to adapt Scrum, when the requirements doesn't evolve too much, when it is stagnant, and also when the group of the people who are working in Scrum is too large, Scrum fails. Another popular question. Do you hold any Agile certifications? For this question, if you don't have any Agile certifications, don't panic. Just mention that you are going to have one. And also, if you have certification or certifications in general, explain why did you take those certifications and significance in your career. Moving on to another popular question. Is only product owner responsible for communicating with the stakeholders? Even though one of the key responsibilities of the product owner is to communicate with the stakeholder, he is not the only responsible person in the team to communicate. Even the whole team or the Scrum Master also can communicate with the stakeholders at times. So, answer it very carefully and mention your experience as well. Looking to sharpen your skills even further? Then join our Scrum Master Interview Prep Bootcamp led by experts who will really help you prepare for real-life scenarios. It's your ultimate toolkit to ace your Scrum Master interview. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and enroll today. If you find this video was helpful for you, then like, comment, share and subscribe for more insights to master Scrum and Agile. Good luck for your journey. Meet you in the next video.